Okay, gift ideas. I'm gonna try to mainly keep this within my lifetime. The books being created, maybe some that are a little older and falling out of popularity because they're not the new it thing. But I'm not gonna talk about the big ones, like Harry Potter and stuff like that. But you should really try to get people into books. I don't know why you wouldn't. There are gateways and all that other jargon that you can find on inspirational posters everywhere, but it's like the capability of learning so many different things is vast and in no way linear. You could learn communication skills, learn history, learn tactics, relationship advice. But most of all, I think it could really help with vocabulary in like a non-direct sort of way. It doesn't hammer it home like doing studying in like, I don't know, third grade or whatever. It really helps with I think the vocabulary of today's youth is greatly reduced just from them not like reading novels. So anyways, without further ado, this list is huge. I'm just gonna do like a name of the book and like maybe a sentence describing why or what kind of people you would send this book to. Okay? That's it. Here we go. Ninja Hitmen. That get your attention? The Way of Shadows, the name of the book, okay? You want like a take that rags to riches kind of book with a lot of heist and a little bit of like Renaissance theme in there. Lies of Locke Lamore. Star Trek fans, red shirt. I mean that's hilarious. How to win friends and influence people. Get it for that black sheep in the family. That one person doesn't talk to too many people, or the person trying to start their own business. I mean, the manipulation and communication skills learned from that book are outstanding. Okay? You want a Cold War spy novel written during the Cold War? Call of the Dead. Book of Five Rings. If you're into that whole Art of War style book, or if you need like a tome to live your life by, if you're not a religious person, you don't have a Bible or a Quran or whatever book you use, then the Book of Five Rings will give you, like a life balance, like place in society kind of thing. A godfather of military sci-fi and mech. I mean, Warhammer wouldn't exist without it. Starship Trooper, the best military sci-fi book in existence, and it's been around for like 60 years. A regular guy, fry cook fighting ghosts, or working with ghosts and fighting these evil creatures. Odd Thomas, great series. You will not get all the answers by the end of the series. If you like Lost, where you don't get any answers, Odd Thomas. You want a book about mercs, or like mercenaries in a fantasy realm? Black Company, and how shitty it is. Let's see here. Promise of Blood. If you want to get your friend who's into guns into like a fantasy style book, Promise of Blood. That's a great series. Yeah, if you're this next book is not like the best written book, but if you just want a book that has to do with like kind of mental health, like autism focus, this one is. You've got The Atlantis Gene. There's also I Am Not a Serial Killer, which is more YA. It has to do with mental health, and it's sociopath kind of thing. So there's that one. On a Pale Horse, they take a sci-fi style. It's like a fantasy world that is advanced into sci-fi technology, and like war and death and I think nature and one other. They actually exist. There's a person that is death. Okay. The history of how America became America 1776. It's 1 year, but it just proves that it wasn't a foregone conclusion. I mean, that shit was rough. All right, it wasn't just we had this in the bag. Okay. Let's see here. What else? We got theft of swords. They didn't, recreate the wheel or craft anything new. They took like a fantasy story and done it perfectly with elves and people and going on a journey and theft and sword fighting, and it's amazing. Okay? Red Rising, badasses. Okay? You want sci-fi setting, but in the very background with more of like a Greek tone to it and a class system and rise above and all that kind of stuff, like rise up. It's great. You want a book to give to the person that won't ever spend time with his family, the 4-Hour Work Week, to show them like recenter what their life should be about. Like, I know, you got to make money for people. You gotta pay for the bills and all that stuff, but sometimes, you don't want to miss the child growing up or your new wife or, whatever. You have a friend that likes Jane Austen and nobody writes that crap anymore because it's like ancient. Try Of Human Bondage. You want to teach a lesson to somebody about the flaws of commune living, aka communism, then try doing it by talking animals. Everybody likes talking animals, otherwise Disney and Looney Tunes wouldn't make it. So how about Animal Farm? Okay? You have somebody that you want them to know the joys of the blade itself, but you don't think they're quite old enough yet to hear all that gruesome crap. Half a King. Okay? You want a book that's about superheroes? No. Super villains. You want a supervillain book? Vicious. Okay? And my last one is for the girlfriend that you want to get into sci-fi. Try Shards of Honor. Okay? That's my list. I did a quick one, I may start doing these like little quick videos about this. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. Make them like one book at a time. I don't know. Let's see what we do. Anyways, I'll end it. Peace out.